Hello, everybody, and welcome to our daily check-in. So this week at school is Spirit Week. Monday was wear your crazy hat. Tuesday was dress up like a movie and/or book character. And today it's all about being thankful. And to me, I'm having a really hard time with this video today because there really are so many people I am thankful for. Now, I'm going to try to refrain from the immediate family, wife and kids, because obviously everybody knows I am thankful for them. So I'm going to try to talk mostly about school people, but a few family members in particular that I want to say that I am thankful for. But the one thing that I want you to get from this message today is that telling people you are thankful for them really can go a long way. So when I started teaching many years ago, I had met somebody who kind of helped transform me into the teacher that I am, and her name is Dale Baumwall. And her guidance really helped. So I am very thankful for her because I felt that the entire time she was working, I would literally go into her classroom almost every morning, and she would kind of sit there almost like my therapist and help me get through the day. And for that, I am forever grateful. And interestingly enough, I now have her classroom. And it's strange seeing myself as a teacher who is kind of helping other people feel better when she had done that for so many years for me. Now, I think of in our building, and I'm hoping you get an opportunity to, talk to these people, but whether it's Mrs. Naclario, Mrs. Wagner, or Miss Mazzoni, those are our three school counselors, and I am so thankful for them because I know that they deal with so many things that it's just hard to even imagine. And all the child study team members in our building, you guys are fantastic. Between you and the school counselors, you guys are really helping kids through some very tough times, especially now that we're home. It's a little bit more difficult for people to do this virtual learning, and sometimes they just need somebody to talk to. And so for all of you, I am grateful. Now, I think of in our building, as we've been away, the custodians have been there cleaning and scrubbing everything down. And, I'm sure he's not going to watch this, but Wilmer, who is the custodian on our floor, I am very grateful for you because you always make my room look so good. And I'm sure you guys are all working so hard to keep our school safe and clean. I'm obviously grateful for all the administrators and nurses and anyone who has been working in our building to make everything run so smoothly, whether it's our school coaches, instructional coaches. I am grateful for you guys as well. So when you think about the gratitude and the effect of being telling people that you either care about them or that you're thankful for them, I want you to also think about the people that surround those people. Okay, so I think of, I have a nephew who is a fireman down in Maryland, but he's also been working as a paramedic, and I know he has probably seen some things that have been hard to see. And for him, I am super grateful. And I have a cousin who's working in a hospital, and unfortunately has had to deal with some very tough situations based on the coronavirus, and I'm grateful for her. But what I also want to get to you guys to understand is that we want to show our gratitude for the people that are surrounding and supporting those people, because if we can help the support system, meaning like I think of like my sister, who's the mother of my nephew, I feel like I want to be supportive of her just because, and her and my brother-in-law, who's also a fireman who's out working still, because when they feel supported, it kind of helps them support others. It's kind of like a ripple effect. So we want to make sure we tell as many people as we can that we're thankful and show our support for them in any way that we can, because it helps build a much stronger community. So if you are working in grocery stores or a warehouse, or you're a mail carrier or delivery person, truck driver, doctor, nurse, like anything that you were out there working, I am grateful for you. When I think in our building, Miss DeCenzo, she's made over 750 masks, which is unbelievable. But I'm also grateful for any paraprofessional that has ever stepped foot in my room. You help make the class run smoother. And I think of my teammates, Miss Hart, Mrs. Young, Mrs. Reed, Mrs. O'Rourke, Mrs. Coca. I'm grateful for you guys because you guys work, I know, probably 7 days a week, late at night as well. You know, the amount of effort that you've been putting in for our students, I'm sure they are grateful. And if they're not going to say it, I'm going to tell, I mean, I'm sure they are saying it, but if they haven't, I'm just letting you know I am grateful for you guys. You're really fantastic people. You know, I love my RMS family, you know, whether it's Miss Sudan, Miss Hodson, Miss Silvershots, Miss Mankezzi, like you name it, anybody who you know, that I've had contact with, you know, I am appreciative of you. You know, Miss Hysiak, we miss you because, you know, you've been out, but, you know, because I'm grateful for all of you. So thank you everyone for that. The last thing, because I don't want this to be a full gratitude thing, but if I missed anybody, I am very sorry. You know, obviously my family knows how I feel, my friends, you know, I think of my buddy Tom, my buddy Marty, my buddy Chris. I know I don't get to talk to you guys all the time, but no, I love all you guys like my brothers. You know, and even I'm grateful for new friends, you know, like Gene and Scott. I mean, obviously you know who you guys are. I'm very fortunate for you guys, and the Swains, I'm very grateful for you, and the Ziegers. You guys have made living where I am awesome, so thank you. So hopefully I didn't miss too many people. But the last thing I want to talk about is based on a kid's book. So I was digging through the basement because my wife has been reading stories, you know, to her kids, and here's one of the books. It's called Scramble States of America. So here is the concept of this particular book. These states are upset because they feel like everybody's state is in a better location and they want to move. So all the states in this book's like they mix up and go all over the place. And what's interesting to find out is that when the states in this book, like in this book here, when they realized that they actually had it pretty good, they enjoyed where they were, they wanted to go back. So I feel like this has like a double story situation. You know, sometimes when you're a student, you guys are in school, you're like, oh, I don't want to be in school. School stinks. I don't want to do any of this homework or classwork. Yet now that you've been home, you're like, man, it wasn't so bad. I really wish I could be back in school. But on the flip side, you know, you might think of, you know, being home is really stinky, but then try to look at the bright side. You know, some of the fun things you've been able to do with your family and hang out, spend more time. I know for me, I've seen my kids more in the last month or so than I have probably the whole year because they were always either at dance or Girl Scouts or, you know, they're doing homework or whatever it is. So I'm just going to try to look at the positive, okay? The last thing I want to say is, so this is Pigeon from the Mo Willems books, you know, like Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Now, I'm not showing you this because we're going to be talking about Mo Willems or this story, but it's just from the stuffed animal perspective. You know, when you guys were little, you had a stuffed animal, you'd be like, you know, you would sleep with it at night, maybe you still do, I don't know. But the idea is when you were young and you needed comfort, you would squeeze that stuffed animal and that brought you comfort. Well, adults don't exactly sleep with stuffed animals, right? For the comfort. So I think what is important for us to do is to tell people we love them, tell people we care about them. You know, in your house, give your parents a hug, give your sibling a hug, because a hug can go a long way to make somebody feel much better. So that's the kind of message I want to give you guys today, is let people know you're grateful. Tell them you love them. Tell them, you know, what they've been doing for you. You're appreciative of it, because sometimes, even you guys, when you guys do nice things, it's our job to make sure we say thank you. And for the adults, you know, they do a lot of good things for people and they don't always get the recognition. And honestly, a lot of times they don't want it because they're doing it because it's the right thing to do. But let's just try to tell them thank you. Now, today was definitely not the easiest day. I'm like super tired. I'm feeling kind of exhausted and it's only Wednesday, but this is my last thankful piece. I am thankful for Miss Hodson because I think she's definitely my #1 supporter when it comes to making these videos. She's always giving me positive feedback and encouraging me, and for that I am very grateful. I'm very lucky with my work friends, whether it's Miss Eisman, who I didn't mention yet, but I'm very grateful for her. and people who are longer in the building, like Mr. Mason. You guys have all had an impact on me, whether it's Mrs. Swanson, Miss Ensminger. I'm appreciative for all of you. And if I miss anyone, I'm sorry. So you guys have an amazing day. And I'm thankful for you guys, because you guys are the ones that keep me motivated to be a better person, because I know I want to do right by all of you. Okay? So thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day. Until our next check-in video, peace out. But also don't let me forget, all you parents out there, I am grateful for you. You guys are doing a bang-up job. I'm so appreciative, and thank you for all that you have done. You guys are great. All right? Have a good day. Bye.